So my name is Mushka. We've been in Malta for 8 years now, and we're part of the Jewish community. We actually run the Chabad of Malta, which is a Jewish international organization. Really, being Jewish is everything, because the Jewish life and the Jewish law and our faith, it surrounds all the day and the whole life circle. Judaism actually gives another aspect for life, a spiritual one. And if you look into the Jewish law and the Jewish literature, actually it covers every single part of the day and of the life, and that's why the connection to the religion is very strong, because we live it every moment. Actually, being Jewish in Malta is very interesting, because we discover more and more the history of Malta, and actually Judaism was part of, I think, Maltese history almost from the beginning, thousands of years. You can find around Malta different places that prove that. So we feel like we're reviving history here now when the community starts growing again bigger and bigger. In fact, because we are a small community, there are the challenges. For example, eating kosher food, which you cannot really find so much. So we opened a kosher restaurant. We try to import kosher food for the community. I think we're the last community around Europe, Jewish community, that doesn't have a proper building for a Jewish community yet, which can hold inside the culture and the history and be like a center for the Jewish community, which actually could affect the feeling of Jewish people who are a minority. In Judaism, we have 3 prayers a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. So we do have a synagogue, which is the prayer house where we go and pray, where we have our Torah scroll, which is the holiest item in the Jewish tradition. When we are in the synagogue, so usually we would sit separately, men, women. The men, the adults, would have like a kind of shawl, which is called talit, that they wear when they pray. By us, there is an importance of being 10. It's called minyan. So when they pray in synagogue, they would make big efforts to have 10. And in Malta, it's more challenging, but we would have 10 men. But even without these 10 men, every person can pray at home, wherever they are. This is the basic thing. We have a prayer book, which is called Siddur, which our sages wrote about 2,000 years ago, which have all the prayers in order for different days, for different hours, for different parts of the day. Because kosher is basically the law, the Jewish law for dietary, for the food. So on one foot you can say that eating kosher, the very basics are that we don't mix dairy and meat together at all, because the importance of kosher food basically comes from the idea that the food that you eat becomes part of your blood, part of you, and this affects your personality. If you want to host Jews, it depends what kind of food you want to serve, actually. For sure, you can always contact us, even just to get advice or to get, because we do have, you can find on our website, not a very long kosher list of, we do every day a research, and every time we find in a local supermarket an item that has a kosher sign. Regarding schools, in fact, before I came here, I had a discussion with some Jewish parents here in Malta, because I wanted to hear more of what they feel like. So basically, it's very important, which is very general for the education system, to realize that and appreciate the differences in religions. And this comes out in different aspects, and the main thing is regarding the beliefs and prayers. In Hebrew, the word tefillah, we call it, which comes from the word of connecting two things together. So actually, when a Jew prays, this is a moment of connecting to God, and we take it as our prayer consists of thanking God for what we have, appreciating what we have, and from the other hand, requesting what we need. It's like we feel like a son and a father who can feel very comfortable turning to and asking whatever they are.